They're not going to win the 3 in a row the Kansas City Chiefs needed to lose. You know what all these teams have in music. Common, they all failed to 3. Are you taking the Chiefs? Or field? I'm taking the field. There's a reason why nobody has done it in the Super Bowl era. It is really hard, because the thing about football swag, and you know this and steep enough from covering it, it's one game, but the Kansas City Chiefs didn't just fail to repeat, they got embarrassed on the biggest stage and choked their chance at NFL history for the second time. The Vince Lombardi Trophy is headed to Philadelphia. Eagles fly in Super Bowl 59, a team that has not lost playoff game in almost 3 years, and was looking to be the first team ever in Super Bowl era at a three-peat, lost when they just needed one more win. Started in Sao Paulo of Brazil, and he ended up at Super Bowl champions. Take the Vince and be home to music. Philadelphia. But how did the Kansas City Chiefs fail, and why would this be classified as a choke, and why Mahomes the Kansas City Chiefs needed to lose? Love you, brother. No. That you're to answer that. We have go back to 2023, where the Quest 3 Pat started and the Kansas City Chiefs have won Super Bowl. Music. Applause. Music. 57. I always say you can't talk about dynasties until you're done. We want to continue to make that dynasty no team has repeated in 20 years. We know how hard the challenge is of being a back-to-back winner. We want to make our print on the NFL and Kansas. See the world. Everybody's asking, this is a dynasty. It's been a dynasty. The Kansas City Chiefs will yet again being your Super Bowl champion. Really are chasing greatness. I just like winning. If you win a lot and that causes you to be a villain, then I'm okay with it. But at the end of the day, I'm going to enjoy playing the game and try to win as much as possible. Patrick Mahomes is the best player in this game, the best quarterback in this league. He is the face of generation. The Super Bowl matchup for Super Bowl 58, it's set 409 airs, and the Chiefs will square off City, trying to become the first team to go back since 030, for he has a chance to cement himself among the all-time great quarterbacks and lead this team into a dynasty. It's their Hardman jackpot. Kansas City. Harmon caught the ball. Chiefs have won. The Chiefs, is it a dynasty now? Yeah, it's start of one. We're not done. He is the best. The standard for Michael Jordan with it again. Yeah, just know that the Kansas City Chiefs are never underdogs. Just know that 3 no one's ever got. I want back to. We're going for that 3-piece. Get it twisted. We're doing 3 times. First time NL history. We doing it. Love y'all. The story going into the season. Can the Chief 3 run head out of bounds? Music. Every single time you think you're going to be able to stop him, he just breaks your heart. Their defense has been outstanding this bags. We as the Kansas City Chiefs CL, are they going to do it again? They cannot be stopped. Basketball Clyer is get stuck in the Jordan era. Tennis players in the Serena Williams era. Golfers in the Tiger Woods era. Football players had the Tom Brady era, and now the Patrick M. Let's put pics up on the screen. Oh boy, there you go. Yeah, but take your screenshots. Oh, that's dirty. I mean, hope we understand what we're watching. I know we all do. Mean a 3-peak, obviously never been done. They're the first of 9 now that have tried to get back the Super Bowl one. Always, you can't talk about dynasties until you're done. We want to continue to make that dynasty. We want make our print on the NFL and Kansas City and on the world. Everybody's asking, this is a dynasty. It's been the Kansas City Chiefs will yet again be your Super Bowl champion. 3 no one's ever got. 3 I want back to. And we're going for that 3-piece. Forget we'll get it twisted. We're doing it 3 times. First time NFL history. We doing it. Love y'all. Glad to have you board as the Chiefs go for history and the Eagles go for their second Lombardi. Super Bowl 59. Here we go, rolling out, looking, firing. Applause. Intercepting is for the Eagles. So far looking good in the first half of this game. Here's M's pressure right away. M inside. JSW in trouble. The man once he got left pressure. Oh, out the Eagle coming for the second time. Vince Lombardi Trophy is headed to Philadelphia. Eagles fly in Super Bowl 59. Music. The Chiefs aren't used to this past 3 years. No matter what team they had was going on during the season, what their seeding was, if they had Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes, they would be right back in the Super Bowl and winning. It felt like no team could beat the Kansas City Chiefs, and especially in the playoffs, even if you had a lead late in the fourth, were in field goal range late in the fourth, or even had a lead with 13 seconds left, the Chiefs would still somehow find a way to win. The Chiefs were 12-0 one-score games this season and did not have a game where they scored over 30 points until the AFC Championship game. If it was coming down to the wire, Chiefs were likely going to win, but as we know, that did not happen. To 59, the Chiefs got annihilated, embarrassed, beat up, and flat-out destroyed. It was never a game. At one point it was 40-6 with like 2 minutes left. The game might have ended 42-22, but everyone knows that wasn't the true score. On the doorstep of history, a team that felt like they could beat anyone got humiliated. How could a team, and I question, for a 3 repeat come out and give that performance? Were they underprepared, too cocky, thinking they already won without playing? You still have to play the game, and one team did, and the other will now. Instead of being remembered as the first NFL team in Super Bowl era to 3-pat, they will be just another team that failed at a 3-PA team that choked at NFL history. The only team ever to get the Super Bowl on a quest to 3-pat lost. You only needed to win one more game, and you were favored to win when you're at the finish line, and you're an historic team looking to make his history, and you don't. That's a choke, but I wouldn't classify it as the biggest choke in NFL history, but it is close. That happened in music. 2007 The 2007 Patriots entered Super Bowl 42 at 18 and out, going undefeated the regular season and postseason, up to this point the first team to do so since the '72 Dolphins and the only team ever to do so since the league expanded 16-game regular season schedule in 1978. The 2007 Patriots arguably were one of the greatest teams of all time, and they completely dominated the regular season, having all except 4 of their wins be by double digits and averaging 36.8 points per game and only giving up 17.1 points per game. Tom Brady took home league MVP that year, having one of his best seasons ever, throwing for 486 yards and 52 touchdowns while having his wide receiver